I kind of find the thing as a designer, I don't think you're ever really shut off. It just doesn't happen, you know. When I was in school, I was always kind of cutting and sticking and kind of put like scrapbooks together, and I started a small little kind of business with another fella, Alan, where we were kind of drawing kind of band logos onto canvas bags. So we kind of set up a little business in the canteen where we do like AC/DC logos and Guns N' Roses logos, and we draw them onto canvas bags and colour them in. And I suppose that was my first kind of time where I was kind of like, actually I'm really enjoying this. There's something kind of great about this. Obviously I never knew what graphic design was. I didn't know anything about it. I just knew that I kind of had a kind of love for that as such. Only then, after year 2 in art college, that I really kind of started hearing this word graphic design, or what it was about, and then that kind of got me an awful lot more interested in it. One of the things which I found from leaving college was you kind of get an awful lot of time to kind of spend on a particular project or a particular kind of idea or concept, which I kind of found when I came out of college. The first thing that hit me was that you don't have any time to, if you're put up against a problem, you pretty much kind of have to solve it. So you kind of need to get over the idea that you can't take things personally. It can be tough and it can be great, and obviously when it's great, it's really great. But I suppose you've always got to be learning. You've always got to be looking for inspiration around the city, around the country, around the world. But I think if you don't take things personally, I think if you're good in crits, because in a studio you'd be created obviously by the creative director and your surrounding peers. In the outside world, you might do, the nicest poster in the world, but it's all subjective. Somebody mightn't like your color, or mightn't like your choice of font. But I suppose from those first days, kind of coloring in band logos onto canvas bags in school, and hanging out with the mods and the rockers was probably my first little nod into it, I suppose. Yeah. Try and do your best and let your dreams kind of flow, and follow them, because I suppose one day I was colouring in Guns N' Roses logos in school, and then now I'm kind of in a studio in Dublin, kind of running a nice little kind of studio. So if you want to be a graphic designer, be a graphic designer, but just make sure you're a good graphic designer.